They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Sets up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Marked out of bounds at the 32. Now, fourth down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Ward. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Thanks to grab. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the first down and more. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Ward. They've got the screen set up. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
The offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the AUB. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tackle them before half.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To throw, it's Ward. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wants to throw on third down. Working that left side now. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to throw, it's Ward. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So here comes the Auburn offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his man. It's Green. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Ward. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll run him from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Busts through behind his pad. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Green. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the...
Wide open spaces at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen.
We'll give the defense credit there. On third down, it almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Auburn going to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And this offense defense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Under fire. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They want that clock to run. Not a lot of room there. Give them a couple to the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Got the quick pass. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best